Hey everyone, welcome to episode 5 of Well Kitsap Thrive Podcast. We are here today. I am your host, Lesli, the founder of Well Kitsap, and I'm super excited to be here with my co-host of the day, Brett BC Fitness. We have a slightly different episode happening today that I have to tell you I'm very excited about.
Absolutely. I think it's fantastic. I think when we started this podcast, we had no idea what we were doing when we hit record for the first time.
True.
Yeah. And somehow it turned into something that people have actually listened to. So the super unique thing about this podcast, today's podcast, is we kind of wanted to sort of recap a little bit about the podcast. And when we first started this podcast, we wanted to create a health and wellness podcast. You had numerous conversations.
Yes.
You came into my studio.
Your beautiful studio.
Beautiful studio. You can't forget that part.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And as we are broadcasting live from the BC Fitness studio, well, live currently, it'll be recorded when you see it.
Live for us.
Yeah. It's semantics. Well, you came in and you said, "Hey, can we talk about a podcast?" We had already known each other, so this wasn't. Do you remember that? This wasn't a rando, yeah.
Do you remember like that very first, like, "Hey, Brett, what do you think about a podcast?"
I think I said no.
I think that's probably what I think. I think that's how we started. You were like, "No."
Yeah, but you wore me down.
Okay,
and it worked.
Good.
But what we wanted to do is really figure out how do we take the amazing community members that we have that are in the health and wellness space, and how do we give them a voice?
Yes.
So that we can get out the just tremendous work that they do. And so we had to turn this into, evidently it couldn't be a health and wellness podcast. It had to be a holistic podcast. So
wait, aren't we supposed to, and I think,
we have to drink
there
to
we
the
go,
holistic
we're supposed
podcast.
to drink to that.
Well, there's definitely some moments, Leslie. We had dolphins, we had bicycle chains, where I ended up trying to sync two videos and audios together. Most of the time I did it successfully. Hey, but
sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and that's the beauty of the imperfection of life and business, and this is no different.
Yeah.
In fact, I had this thought. Can I share this with you?
Please.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, okay, just so you know, this is my horribly feeble attempt at trying to share something that could even remotely sound like a joke. I am the world's worst joke teller.
I hadn't noticed that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. So this was my thought, and it was like, what do rowing and doing a podcast have in common?
I'm afraid to ask.
They both look easy until you actually do them.
Okay.
Right?
Understandable.
Because I took up rowing over the summer. What looks easier than that? You're like, it's the same motion, right? On repeat.
Yeah.
But then when you're there in the boat, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the difference in that is, first of all, in rowing and podcasting, you fake it until you make it.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
But one of the things that podcasting has that rowing doesn't have is the ability to edit. And edit is magic.
It is magic.
Yeah, so I can hide a lot.
It is magic.
I can hide a lot of podcast sin in editing. So that worked out really well.
So I just want to say, as someone who originally thought, let's just go live. Who needs editing? Let's just put it all out there. Now that I see your awesome job of editing, I'm like, oh, thank you, God. So thank you. It's great.
Yeah, we're making podcast hacks look good is what we're trying to do. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully. We'll see.
They get to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that makes podcasting unique is the whole idea that the editing piece does come in there. And one of the things that I know you had commented on, and even people that I sent it to, they're like, your face was really loud. And so I know what that means.
Is that how they described it?
I know what that means, and it probably threw some people off.
Yes.
But I promise that it wasn't any type of standoffish face. Which
that's just your resting face, right?
Yeah.
Or your thinking face.
No, I have lots of faces. A lot of times that standoffish face gets confused with my thinking face.
Yeah.
But never should it be confused with the I need to talk to breathe face, which is ultimately what's happening. So when Leslie's on her monologue, and I'm sitting here,
there might have been one or two of those.
I'm actually holding my breath, and so it's very uncomfortable. So that's what you're seeing on my face. So and a tribute to my multitude of faces. Obviously, my face is set up for audio only podcast.
Yes.
So we'll look to that in the future.
There's an idea.
So as we've gone through this, and as I went through the editing, we've cut the first 4 podcasts. They look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, our guests have made it look amazing.
Guests have made it look amazing. But you know what actually made it look amazing too is you. And so it quickly became evident as we were going through the podcast. Not that I wasn't needed, because everyone needs me.
Hello.
But this very quickly showed that your connection to the podcast, to Live Well Kitsap, to the guests, to the community, that this was your podcast. And that's really kind of a testament to who you are and your passion for that. And so it's one of those things where for me, it's sort of that idea in my head was like, I need to step away. I need to let her to bask in her glory of what this is. And really understand the whole role, as we talked about this thing in the beginning, was how can we get this podcast, how can we build an airplane and get this podcast off the ground? The podcast is flying. And so that's where we're at right now. So I'm really excited. So I'm excited to see you keep building on that. I'm excited to see you share more stories. I'm excited to see the PSAs that you're going to come up with and the monologues that you're going to have. And so and that's, for me, that's the really exciting part. And I think overall, as I go through this, I'm actually stealing your microphone time, which is something that you're very, very proud of, and so you're having a sit there.
Should we move it over? I am good. I love this.
Make all the faces that you want, but I'm going to still be in the back behind the scenes somewhere.
Yes.
I'm going to be making faces. I'm going to cracking the jokes. I'm going to be checking out the snack tables to see what's on there. I'm going to be eating all the snacks.
Someone has to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because we can't have a health and wellness podcast without Trader Joe's raisin crackers, and we just so happen to have here, and so that's one of the pieces there.
So can I just say thank you?
Absolutely.
I feel like yes, I have had this vision, and it really started with, look at all the amazing people and places and professionals that are in this community that help us live well. How do we give them like a megaphone in a mountain? Oh, wait, we can do a podcast. Yeah. And then I asked you, and I knew I know a lot of things in business, but guess what I know zero about?
Was it podcasting?
It was podcasting.
Okay, weird.
And so, so I was like, wait, Brett's done this, and he's a pretty outspoken guy, and he likes to talk. And it just seemed natural, and it really felt like building an airplane, right? Mm-hmm. Which I know nothing about, and I knew literally nothing about this.
So it would be like to kind of go back to your joke, what does an airplane and a podcast have in common? Right?
Yes, okay, that's the next one.
Yeah.
And it felt like a little bit of we're building it as it's kind of taking off, but now it feels like, we're airborne. Yeah. And I couldn't have done that without you. And I'm so grateful, your time and your talent and all your wisdom. And I'm just so grateful. And now it feels like we've got this thing that it can just keep soaring, and we can keep introducing amazing people to the community and anyone else who's willing to listen.
Absolutely. Like you say, it's really a testament, because that was the conversation that I had with you when I said, hey, what the heck am I doing here? You've got this. What am I here for? You've got this.
That's so sweet. You have definitely been needed and appreciated. But that's really sweet. And I know you have 100,000 things going on and constantly pursuing different things to make BC Fitness even more amazing than it already is. Sure. And I would love to hear a little more about that. What's Brett and BC Fitness next move?
Well, that's a great question. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We've got a great thing going. We got this beautiful facility.
It is.
Thank you.
Can I? Yeah. May I?
Yeah, please.
I'm remembering the first time I walked in your studio, and I was just my jaw dropped. And I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't really have a preconceived idea, but when you think of like a gym, right, it has a certain like vibe to it.
Yeah.
And I walk in this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. It's like simplistic but modern and contemporary, and it just like feels good to be in this space. Yeah. So well done. Like this is amazing.
Yeah, and it's I was joking with a really good friend of mine the other day. I told her that I hope that everything goes well for my business. Obviously joking, because I don't want to get a real job. And she said, well, you have a real job. And I said, I don't have a real job.
No.
I get up, I go to work, I go to my clubhouse.
Right.
This clubhouse that I built.
Yeah.
I hang out with 10 to 12 of the most fantastic people in the world. They come by and
they pay you.
And we hang out. And I go home, and so I truly live in Never Land doing this, and we're just going to keep doing that. We brought on 3 trainers. Each trainer that we bring on represents dozens of more people in our community that we can help.
Right.
Beautiful. We're gonna do continue what we're doing with the Wednesday wellness workshops that we did.
Oh my gosh! I can I just say,
please.
I was here. I kind of snuck in because I had a client, and the room was full. Mm-hmm. Like, my mind was just blown because it was the crappiest weather. It was just pouring down, monsooning kind of rain. Yeah. And I thought, I'm glad I'm showing up, because it's probably going to be me and like one other person, right? And I walked through the door, and the room is full. And not only is it full, people were so engaged. Yeah. And you could tell they wanted to be there. Yeah. And this whole Wednesday wellness thing that you're doing is so amazing. And it's one more thing that sets you apart from just other gyms.
Exactly.
So kudos, keep that up, because that is fantastic.
And some of those things that we do, even with you and your vocation, Lesli, it may not build our business from a revenue standpoint, but it helps build our community, and truly that's what it's all about, is these workshops like the one we did on disordered eating builds our community. And so we're just going to continue to follow the mission of what we have of providing private personalized one-on-one training, and do that. Hey, one of the, we talk about some kudos real quick as we're doing a mini award ceremony. I wish I would have had a trophy for you.
I actually have a parting gift for you.
Do you? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, but I don't want to interrupt.
No, don't. Yeah. So the power of Live Well Kitsap. We talk about Live Well Kitsap and what the heck is Live Well Kitsap. We haven't really addressed it too in depth over the last 4 podcasts, and that's going to be for you going forward.
Right.
But I do want to say, I want to thank you. I do have a client of mine that just recently started, who found out about me through the Live Well Kitsap process, and so she's been working with us.
Awesome.
and she's an absolutely wonderful woman, 69 years old. She came in today. She's standing more upright. She's got more posture because she's got more poise.
Right.
She's getting all that stuff, and so
more confidence.
Yeah. So super great to be there as well. So I'm really excited to have been a part of this.
Thank you. That's awesome. I love to hear the stories. One of the most awesome moments of my day in doing Live Well Kitsap is getting to hear the stories of when people find our Live Well Kitsap members. Mm-hmm. So thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Because it's so amazing. Just hearing they found you through the organization that my team and I started.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And not to worry, I'll still be around. I'll still be in the back. I'll still be.
I'm counting on that.
I'll still be coming by for the snacks.
I'm counting on that.
And hey, if you ever miss me, you can always just invite me back, and I'll be glad to be a guest of the podcast. I
am holding you to that.
Please.
Okay, and we have witnesses, right? So I would absolutely love to have you back on as a guest co-host, which is something we'll be doing. Moving forward.
I love it. So with that in mind, you flipped the script on me. What's your next move?
Well, thank you for asking.
Sure.
It's almost like I don't know where to start. There's so much. I am very excited, as you mentioned. I am very passionate about Live Well Kitsap. I'm very passionate about community. I'm passionate about helping people live well and I thrive on watching these well-being businesses thrive. And so, that's just going to continue, right? That's our mission. We exist so both people and businesses can thrive. We're not going to deviate from that. Moving forward, we're going to have a new location. So I'm excited about that. It's, the new year. And so I don't know, maybe I'll have a new uniform. I haven't really decided that yet. By the way, thank you for wearing the Kitsap Fest shirt.
Yeah, I figured the least I could do is represent.
That makes me so happy. And so I'll continue to host. We'll have some guest co-hosts, probably like intermittently, just for fun, getting other people to have more exposure as well. Additionally, we're going to have more and more exciting, amazing guests, local guest experts. We'll have other guest experts, people that will use their voice and tell their stories. And really, the idea is to inform, but also to inspire, so that people can hear these stories of hope and healing and restoration and rejuvenation and living well, and what that really means, and learning about all these resources that are actually available in our community. And for others, like listening beyond the walls of Kitsap, hopefully we're inspiring them to tap into the resources in their communities as well. So we're pretty stoked. We're pretty excited.
Well, I'm glad that you took my offer of continuing on with the podcast.
Thank you. For sure.
Let me just leave you. Let me just give you a little bit of advice.
Oh, I love advice.
Yeah, so use your blinker before you change lanes into a PSA about some type of wellness. So no, that's and that's
bring it. That's seriously. We've talked.
We've chatted a lot about this, and one of the great things about it is that you're going to take all the pieces that we took from the first 5, and you're gonna extrapolate those out into the next 100 that you're gonna do. And so that's very, very exciting. You're a student of the craft. You learned a ton. You're continuing to learn a ton,
constantly.
And then you also take that constructive criticism.
I love it, actually.
Yeah,
I am that person that says, "Bring it on, bring it on," because how can I learn and grow and thrive if I'm like this? Oh no, don't tell me anything bad, right? No, I want to keep my mind sharp. I want to constantly improve, both personally and with Live Well Kitsap and all my businesses. How can I do that if I'm not curious about feedback?
Well, I will tell you that one of the things that I did learn about us through this process is that I can give you bad news. I just have to put a nice bow on it.
Oh my, it like velvet.
Yeah.
And make sure it's like a pretty color.
Yeah, and I have to use a lot of I feel statements.
See, you're getting trained too.
I'm getting
language
trained.
Of ownership. I think.
Yeah.
That's great.
Good.
So hey, Brett, will you do us the honors of closing us out one last time?
Absolutely. So here's the deal, peeps. If you hear this podcast, if you're listening to this podcast, if you're watching this podcast, I don't care how you absorb it. But what I do care about is that you subscribe to it. What I do care is that you like it, and what I do care is that you leave us a comment. Those comments are going to be very helpful as we're moving forward.
Yes.
So I really, really appreciate all that.
Yes.
But you know what? Just give it a thumbs up. We'll take a thumbs up emoji. I mean, I talked about it being a passive aggressive middle finger, but I'm teasing. We like all attention, so we're good with that.
We like lots of comments. We're open to ideas and suggestions moving forward, and that's what's going to make this great, right? It's not necessarily going to be so much what I do forward, but it's going to be how people who listen want to interact with us and to hear what they want more of. That's going to be really important. And on that happy note, Brett, I just want to say thank you for helping me build this plane. I could not do it without you. Again, I'm just so grateful. I love how we can build something and then sort of reevaluate. Like, okay, now it's built, now what, right? And to just kind of pause and reflect on what makes sense for you, what makes sense for me and for Live Well Kitsap. And I just love that we were both able to do that. And I have just a tiny little parting gift.
Oh, perfect.
Can I show you? I wanted to make sure that you still have healthy snacks
Oh,
when I'm
love
gone.
it. Yeah.
So we've got the crackers from
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, gluten-free. Little plug there for Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And those are made from Thailand. So there's a little foreshadowing there.
I love it.
That we're not going to get into yet. But I want to start the new year off with making sure you have healthy snacks and something to remember me by.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate that. I'll remember you through the night, because that's not going to last any longer than through the night. But I'm grateful for the company. I'm grateful for the chaos.
Awesome.
The banter was the best part, was the banter.
It was.
And again, being able to build and see through something that we knew was going to be fun, but also something that we knew was going to help prop up our community as well.
Absolutely. And when I think, like, the first 3 guests we had were so amazing. Jonathan's dolphin story. I'm like, I've swam with dolphins. There wasn't anyone that stuck their nose on my chest and told me how much it loved me, right? Like, our guests were just amazing, and we're going to have just ongoing amazingness with future guests as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, here's the great thing. I want to thank not only you, but I want to thank everyone who started listening early on. This has been a lot of fun. And you know what? The next chapter I'm very, very excited about. And Lesli, the next chapter starts now.
As Brett said, we are entering into a brand new era with the Live Well Kitsap Thrive podcast. And if you've enjoyed these last 5 episodes with Brett as my co-host, we hope you will stay tuned, that you will continue to watch, continue to listen, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, your coworkers, your family, because we are on a mission. And we are going to continue to bring you amazing guests, relevant topics. We want to inspire you, educate you, motivate you, entertain you, and have you really be glad that you decided to spend some time with us. So this isn't the end. It's actually a new beginning. We have a philosophy at Live Well Kitsap. I use this often with the team. I talk about trying new things and just referring to them and thinking of them as experiments. And this is no different. We're going to try things. We're going to ask you for your feedback. What do you like? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? Because ultimately, this is for you, the audience, the community in Kitsap County, Washington, and beyond. As we try new things, we will always keep with our mission. We exist so both people and businesses can thrive. So please know we're talking to you, whether you're a business owner or not, or just someone that wants to be healthier. We want to be on that journey with you today, every month, all throughout 2026 and beyond. We hope to inspire those that live within Kitsap County, but also anyone that is interested in improving your health and well-being and wanting a community to help you live well. That is the whole idea of Live Well Kitsap, that we are really helping to inspire and motivate people both in Kitsap County and way, way beyond as well. Times are tough. There's so many challenges. And if we can come together as a community, and by community, I mean wherever you are, the community of humanity, the community of living well together and trying things and failing and trying something different and starting again, that is what we're about. We want to encourage you to watch episode number 6. It's one that I'm pretty stoked about. I went traveling far away, about 20 hours worth of travel to Phuket, Thailand, and Bali, Indonesia. So episode number 6 is interviewing Larowdy Dulam. You're going to see that there's an important connection and relationship there. Loren is a pro MMA fighter. She's also my daughter. And she's just very motivating and someone that's living her life to the fullest and helping others along the way. So we hope you will tune in to episode number 6, which was recorded in Bali. And after that, we'll be back in Kitsap County. And again, just bringing on expert local guests in the health and well-being space. And we hope you will join us. On that note, thank you so much for watching. And my signature sign off, life is short, live it well so you can thrive.